Well, welcome to the Owensboro Board of Commissioners regular meeting, October 19, 2021. At this time, we'd ask for City Clerk Beth Davis to please call the roll.
Commissioner Jeff Sanford.
Here.
Commissioner Mark Caslen.
Here.
Mayor Tom Watson.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Larry Maglinger.
Here.
Commissioner Bob Glenn.
Here.
Okay, at this time, we'll have the invocation and the pledge, and Commissioner Mark Caslen will lead us in that, please. Would you like us to stand?
Yes, please.
Please stand.
Dear Lord, we ask that you guide us throughout this meeting today. We ask that you guide our world leaders to promote peace. We also ask that you watch over Colin Powell's family. He's dedicated his life to service for this country. We ask that you watch over those that are addicted to drugs, those that are lonely, and those that are oppressed. And please fill our hearts with care and joy and help us to make the right decisions as we work together today. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Okay, in an effort to kind of limit the number of people to the meeting today, some of these folks won't be in attendance today to receive these recognition for outstanding service. The first one is Sergeant Clinton E. J. Ernest, Owensboro Police Department. Sergeant Clint Ernest joined the Owensboro Police Department on November the 12th, 2001. Prior to his employment with OPD, Ernest served 3 years active duty Army and worked for the Metropolitan Nashville Airport Authority. In addition to his active duty service, Sergeant Ernest served nearly 29 years in the Army Reserves. Currently, Sergeant Ernest serves the community as a board member of the St. Benedict's Homeless Shelter. During his years of service to the citizens of Owensboro as a police officer, Ernest served in numerous positions of leadership, including training officer, firearms instructor, strategies and tactics of patrol stops, STOPS instructor, and a less lethal instructor. Sergeant Ernest was also instrumental in training and developing the Honor Guard unit and served over 18 years as a member of the department's emergency response team. In April 2017, Ernest was promoted to sergeant and further expanded his leadership role within the department. During his 20 years of service, Sergeant Ernest's commitment to the citizens of Owensboro and Owensboro Police Department has undoubtedly impacted many of those we serve. We thank him for his service to our community. Sergeant Ernest. And the next certificate of outstanding service, Colonel Randy Mattingly, Owensboro Transit System. Mr. Mattingly joined the Owensboro Transit System on May 22nd, 2013. Randy has spent his many years with the city of Owensboro driving public transit buses. He has worked hard and has provided the leadership and ridership with safe means of travel. He also shown a high level of kindness and compassion to everyone. While Randy will be missed, he certainly deserves his retirement, and we wish him the very best in this future endeavors. Randy, okay. Next item on the agenda are some proclamations. So I'll come out front and do them, and we can do some picturing and all that kind of stuff together. I think I ought to turn my mic on now. Huh? Turn this one off? It's off. It was off. There's three proclamations from the city of Owensboro as it pertains to public safety. The city of Owensboro does hereby recognize, whereas individuals, both career and volunteer, from firefighters, law enforcement personnel, hospital and medical facilities staff, emergency medical technicians, EMTs, emergency operators and dispatchers, search and rescue personnel, public works department, and other organizations in the public safety sector risk their lives and well-being every day to support their neighbors and strengthen our communities. Whereas Owensboro's first responders are highly trained professionals equipped with specialized education and skill sets that enable them to effectively address situations of urgency, protect public property, and save lives. Whereas in the midst of one of the worst global pandemics in history, first responders have heroically remained on the front lines, risking their own health to protect others. Whereas on this day, we should honor Owensboro's brave, selfless, and compassionate heroes who save countless lives every day and pay tribute to those who paid the ultimate price in the line of duty. Now, therefore, I, Thomas H. Watson, Mayor of the City of Owensboro, do hereby proclaim October the 28th, 2021 as National First Responder Day in Owensboro, and urge all citizens to join us as we commemorate the heroic acts of men and women who are the first on the scene of an emergency and risk their lives to save others. Signed and sealed this 19th day of October, Tom Watson. Clap. Good. So I need police, fire, and public works to come forward, please. Can I turn it off now, Beth? Anybody like to speak on behalf of the first responders?
And I'll speak
State your name and address for the record, please.
James Howard, based out of 512 West 9th Street, OFD. Yeah, I felt like I didn't want to miss an opportunity to thank you for kind of shining a spotlight on the first responders, police and fire, and especially for including public works. I think they're kind of the unsung heroes in our community. Whenever there are large events, honestly, the city wouldn't be able to recover without them. It's really tremendous what they do. But anyway, thank you once again for recognizing police and fire. I'll say, our community support is tremendous, and I feel like the support in this room from elected officials is tremendous as well in the administration. So thank you.
It's well earned. Rookie.
I want to thank you on behalf of the men and women of the Owensboro Police Department for this proclamation.
Thank you. All right. We'll keep him for a while, won't we? All right. Jake, you want to state your name and address for the record, please?
Jake Troglin from 1410 West 5th down at Public Works.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, appreciate everything y'all do for us, having us involved up here, Chief, and OPD as well. We're a bunch of people down at Public Works, but we're also one, and we're one with everybody else. And you talked about those events, storms, whatever. Both those departments help us out tremendously as well. So it takes a village, so to speak, and we appreciate everybody's help.
Thank you.
All right.
Have one more proclamation tonight. It's for breast cancer awareness. Whereas breast cancer is the most common cancer among women in the United States, accounting for 30% of newly diagnosed cancers. Whereas in 2021, more than 281,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in women, and more than 2,600 cases in men. Whereas improvements in early detection and treatment led to a 41% decline in breast cancer deaths in the U.S. between 1989 and 2018. Whereas mammograms, an X-ray of the breast, is recognized as the single most effective method of detecting breast changes long before physical symptoms can be seen or felt. Early detection and improved treatment is believed to have significantly reduced the numbers of deaths caused by breast cancer. Whereas there are more than 3.8 million breast cancer survivors in the United States, giving hope of a better future. Now, therefore, I, Thomas H. Watson, Mayor of the City of Owensboro, do hereby proclaim October 2021 as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Owensboro, and encourage citizens to join in activities that will increase awareness of what can be done to prevent and control breast cancer and make tribute to those who have lost their lives in this disease. Signed and sealed this 19th day of October, Owensboro, Kentucky. So this will be sent to the breast cancer folks. And one thing I might just add from a medical standpoint, during COVID, there were a lot of people, a lot of ladies and men too, that didn't take time to go and get a screening, and so we want to encourage you to go ahead and do that, because COVID kept you out of the hospital and kind of skipped a year for a lot of people. So I just kind of encourage everybody to think about that as time goes on. Okay, thank you. Now we'll move on to business. 5A, consider approval of minutes dated September the 21st, 2021, October the 12th, 2021. I'll make a motion to approve. Could I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Thank you. I'd like to consider these board appointments at this time. Apollo Area Neighborhood Alliance, reappoint Bruce Hoop and Suzette Austin to a 2-year term effective October 23rd, 2021. Human Relations Commission, reappoint Nahid Materza to a 3-year term effective October the 19th, 2021. And the Davis County Drug and Alcohol Steering Committee, appoint Dr. Wanda Figueroa as joint city-county appointment to a 3-year term expiring September the 1st, 2021. I'll make a motion to approve these appointments. Could I have a second, please?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, thank you. Item 6, ordinances, there are none. Item 7, first readings, there are none. Item 8, municipal orders. City Clerk, item 8A.
Thank you, Mayor. Municipal Order 37-2021, a municipal order authorizing and directing the mayor to execute a memorandum of agreement between the City of Owensboro, Davis County Fiscal Court, and Owensboro Christian Church, providing for the cost of security, liability insurance, and bus tickets to the church during white flag events occurring during the winter of 2021 to 2022, and similar agreements for the winters of 2022 and 23, and 2023 and 24. Publicly read for approval on one reading this 19th day of October, 2021.
Thank you. I'll make a motion to approve. Could I have a second, please?
Second.
City Manager, do you have any comments?
I do, Mayor, just briefly. For the last several years, the city and the county have partnered to provide shelter on nights when the temperature wind chill drops to 15 degrees or below, anytime between November 1st and March 31st. We call these white flag events. Initially, St. Benedict served as our shelter location, but now for the second year, the shelter has moved to Owensboro Christian Church. The terms for the new agreement for your consideration are the same as last year. The city will provide insurance coverage and free passage on transit buses, and the city and county split the cost of security and other related costs. Although there is a cost to us, it is relatively minor, never exceeding $3,000 per year. The Patino Shelter is also a partner and provides meals for the persons at the church for the event. The municipal order allows for 2 subsequent years in addition to next year if there are no changes for those years.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Thank you. Ms. Davis, item 8B, please.
Municipal Order 38-2021, a municipal order authorizing, directing the mayor to execute a real estate purchase agreement for the acquisition of property located at 1301 Davis Street. Publicly read for approval on one reading this 19th day of October, 2021.
Thank you. I'll make a motion to approve. Could I have a second, please?
Second.
City Manager, do you have any comments?
I do, Mayor. Commissioners, as we've discussed over the last few weeks, over the next few years, we'll do a lot of work to fire department facilities. With construction of the expansion of Station 2 on Highway 54 set to begin soon, the next project will be to replace the Fire Training Center. The training center, located at J.R. Miller and 14th Street, is over 50 years old. We evaluated several different potential locations for a new training center, including the current location and the possibility of acquiring other sites. During the review, it became clear that the current site is well located, but not quite large enough for the scope of the project. We own approximately 3/4 of the block where the training center is located, and there is one other parcel on the block. Assistant City Manager Leland Hancock contacted the owner of the other parcel, and they were willing to discuss selling that property. Accordingly, this municipal order authorizes the purchase of 1301 Davis Street, which is the frontage of the block along Parrish Avenue between J.R. Miller and Davis Street. This is the only property on the block other than the current property that we own for the training center. So this purchase provides the entire block for the project. The purchase price is $350,000. The new training center is included in the current Your Community Vision budget, so we have the funds budgeted for this purpose. I'll direct your attention to the screens in front of you, and I'm sure you all know the site of the training center. So the parcel there in the purple is the 1323 Davis Street, which is where the training center is currently located. The property to be purchased is the one in the blue or the teal, identified as 1301 Davis. And you can see then that gives us the entire block between J.R. Miller and Davis and Parrish and 14th Street. So it does provide the footprint that we need to adequately service the new training center.
Thank you. Any discussion? Thought the price was pretty reasonable myself.
For a marquee corner like that, I thought it was as well, Mayor.
Good job. Okay. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 9, City Manager.
Mayor Angela Wanning will present the September financial report.
Ms. Waniger.
Yes, Mayor and Commission. If you'll refer to the screen.
That's a really cool picture on there.
Yeah, it is. Prettier than my pictures. Our PowerPoint presentation will be on the general fund activity for the month of and the 3 months ended September. You may refer to page 3 of your financial packet for more detail. For our first slide, in the month of September 2021, actual revenues of $7,678,752 were higher than budgeted revenues of $3,277,690, resulting in a variance of $4,401,062. This is primarily due to timing in the other category due to budgeted transfers, which were reflected last month in the August financials versus the actual transfer reflected this month in September, and is partially due to timing in property taxes.
Good thing, right?
Yes, we're gangbuster on property taxes. We budgeted $141,000 for the month, and we collected $1.5 million. So we sent the property tax bills out 2 or 3 weeks earlier this year, and people are quick to pay. So timing difference.
Nice.
Yeah. My next slide, for the 3 months ended September 2021, our actual revenues of $16,647,548 were higher than the budgeted revenues of $14,642,232 for a variance of $2,005,000. This variance is primarily due to timing in property taxes, but higher occupational license fees. In the license fee, just for the viewing audience, the variance, we've got additional $526,000 over budget for year-to-date on occupational. So that's good news. Our, I don't know if you noticed in the financial packet, our unemployment rate's down to 3.6. So,
You need a phone, that good news phone.
yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. Our next slide for the month of September, for actual expenditures of $9,642,209 were higher than budgeted expenditures of $5,911,005 for a variance of $3,731,204. This is primarily due to timing and budgeted versus actual transfers and capital. You will see the budget versus actual variance smooth out in the year-to-date slide. And we've got all the big, the budgeted transfers versus actual, they're all smoothed out now from September going forward. So for the 3 months ended September 2021, actual expenditures of $20,466,450 were less than budgeted expenditures of $21,955,899 for a variance of $1,489,449. This is primarily due to timing in basically all the categories and savings in our salaries and benefits. The next slide, the city's monthly revenues and expenses are cyclical. As you can see on our chart, how cyclical they can be in just 2 months. This is the nature of our finances, not to be alarmed because we budget for this. Expenses typically outpace revenues in the warmer months. Likewise, we have months where revenues outpace expenditures, such as in the months of October and November, which are the 2 big property tax collection months. So my next report to you will show the revenues being higher, the green line higher than the red. And if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Thank you very much. Your team does a great job. We appreciate you watching over the city's and the taxpayers' money.
They do a good job. Thank you.
I make a motion to file for audit. Could I have a second, please?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. City Manager, 9D.
Yes, Mayor, Commissioners, for your consideration tonight, we have the following personnel appointments. Patrick Sun, probationary full-time, non-civil service appointment to laborer maintenance helper with Public Works Street and Stormwater, effective October 25th. Royce Casson, probationary full-time, non-civil service appointment to maintenance equipment operator with the Street Department, effective November 1st. Sierra Simon, probationary full-time, non-civil service appointment to engineering technician with Public Works Engineering, effective November 1st. Joseph Bays, Jason Blair, probationary full-time, non-civil service appointments to police officer, effective November 8th. Samuel France, Joshua Moore, Jonathan Young, probationary full-time, non-civil service appointments to police officer with the police department, effective November 28th, contingent upon successful completion of all post-offer pre-employment requirements. Mackenzie May, probationary full-time, non-civil service appointment to Recreation Facilities Manager with Parks and Recreation, effective November 15th. Joseph Sublett, regular full-time, non-civil service appointment to Property Maintenance Manager with the Property Maintenance Department, effective October 25th. And Devin Carden, Dylan Clark, and Jacob Pace, regular full-time, non-civil service appointments to telecommunicator with the Police Department Central Dispatch, effective October 26th.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve these appointments. Could I have a second, please?
Second.
Any discussion? I just want to know how many Castlins there are in this community.
A lot.
Unbelievable. And could you, is this our regular Joe Sublett being promoted or getting something else?
That is our regular Joe Sublett. He's been with us for many
He's a
years.
great guy.
Now manager Joe Sublett. So if you remember over the last
Yeah.
2 to 3 years, we've beefed up our property maintenance efforts. We added a second person, then a part-time person, an administrative person. So as that department has grown, we added a manager to that particular department. And of course, Joe has been here forever. Well, for several years, and he does a great job for us. So he was a natural person to promote and does well.
So the only reason he got promoted because he'd been there forever?
No, he does a great job. Didn't come out the
He
way I
is a
meant.
peach. He is a peach.
And that's a very, very difficult job, as I'm sure you can all
Oh,
imagine.
He's done a good job.
He does a great job. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Thank you all. City manager comments.
Just one item, real quick, Mayor, if I could. As you all will recall, over the last several months, we've had a series of retirements and promotions at Public Works when Wayne Shelton departed and Stephen Franklin then moved up, and then Stephen's job was vacated, and Kevin DeRossett moved up from street manager, which left a vacancy in street manager. So the gentleman up here who represented Public Works is a gentleman named Jake Troglin, who promoted to street manager back in June or July. I believe this is the first time he's been to the commission meeting. So that's Jake over there in the tie. Just wanted to make sure everyone got a chance to formally meet him, and he's in a new role. He's been with us for quite a few years as well, and worked his way up and does a good job for us.
Congratulations, Jay. Thank you, Mayor. Yeah. All right. Okay, communication from elected officials. Commissioner Glenn.
Want to first off congratulate the Impact 100 winners. That is such an amazing program. Nonprofits have had a terrible year and a half with the pandemic. Haven't been able to host a lot of their regular nonprofit fundraising events, and so I want to extend congratulations to Tish Osborne and Girls Inc. and St. Benedict's Homeless Shelter, Harry Pedigo and his team for winning the big ticket amounts of $100,000. Cliff Hagen Boys and Girls Club won a smaller amount, as did Fresh Start for Women. I know Carol Adkins, great heart for the community, God bless her. And then the Next Gen Award, young chamber folks, KWC won it for their bed building program. The only other thing I want to mention just very quickly is this week was the first Afghan refugee that will be moving into Owensboro. We are a loving and caring community, and we have allowed and greeted with warmth and support many refugees over the years through the refugee program. Let's be sure we do the same with the 100 Afghan refugees that come here. They come here not knowing our country, not knowing our traditions, not knowing our ways, but having said that, many of them worked with U.S. troops in Afghanistan and did great work. So let's welcome them with open arms, as I know we will, as we have the Burmese, as we have the Vietnamese, and as we have the Somali refugees before them. I think already the community's donated a lot of items that these families and individuals will need, so that's heartening. And it just says what a loving, caring community we are. Thank you, Mayor.
Commissioner Maglair, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mayor. It's been a long time since we've been back here, so I hope everyone's had a safe fall break, and I hope everyone has a safe Halloween next weekend. And
I know
that's
about
all.
Halloween. When was fall break?
Fall break was what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? It seemed like it went on
Oh,
for
when
2 or 3.
nobody was here?
It seemed like it was 2 or 3 weeks long, but since we've been here. Anyway, thank you, Mayor.
Oh, you're welcome. Commissioner Sanford.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple
You're
of
welcome.
things. I would like to keep Jody Forella's family in our prayers. He was a fireman that I knew, and most of y'all know, for a long time, and he has passed. So I just want to say a special prayer and keep him in your prayers, he and his family. Secondly, I've had quite a few people in the community come to me and talk to me about panhandling problems and it being a safety issue with people being distracted driving, things like that. And I think some of the other commissioners have mentioned some stuff to me about people walking in the streets. So I wanted to see if the staff would look into something we can do. I know there was some ordinance in Topeka, Kansas that they had looked at for public safety. I'd just like to see if we could take a peek at that and report back to us when y'all find out something. Thanks. That's it.
Okay, Senator, I got a note from him just a second ago. Commissioner Castle.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
One thing I'd like to do is to thank all the leaders in our neighborhood alliances. These alliances are very important to the neighborhoods here in the city, and they do a lot of good. They're kind of unrecognized a lot of times until they step forward and get things done. Another person that I'd like to recognize is Mr. DeMarcus Curry. He organized a job fair at the library last Thursday and set up a fake interview to help teach the kids how to prepare for interviews. And we had 105 applicants come in to that job fair, so it's very much needed. And DeMarcus is always looking to help the community out, and it obviously was needed, and want to just thank him for stepping up like he has. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. Thank you. To piggyback on Commissioner Glenn, I'm well aware of the Afghan refugee issue. And how this actually works is there are 100 of them in Fort Lee, Virginia. And as they're biometrically scanned and all their paperwork is completed, they will assimilate them into our community. Even if we as a group said we don't want them to come to our community, it wouldn't matter. The federal government says they're coming. So we might as well wake up and welcome them, because there are federal funds that come with them, which is helpful for the people. I've had multiple farmers call me about possibilities, restaurant owners needing dishwashers, this, that, and the other. I know Candace Brake at the chamber, that she's had multiple calls saying, you know, we'd like to help. So Bobby's right. We are a loving and welcoming community. And when the Burmese folks came, there was 55 of them at the time. And I know the Kentucky legend SFG called me, and I knew the HR guy, played for me at Catholic. He says, you know where we can find some help? And so I said, well, we've got 3 of these guys already here. So I sent them over, and the next day he says, you got any more? And ended up hiring 55 of them, I think. Now, they did come in a van with 20 people in it and got COVID and had to shut down the place for 6 weeks, but they are working people, and I think the Afghans, I've dealt enough with soldiers from coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, and I'm hopeful that this will be a nice transition for them. And quite honestly, the city school system and maybe the county school system have the biggest job is teaching them English as a second language. And so it is a pretty cool thing. We are scheduled to receive 100 of them. And talking to Anna Allen, she's the conduit with the Bowling Green group that has the refugees come through there, and General Youngman is involved with that. So we've been talking for months about it. So hopefully that'll all work out well. I know that if they come and participate in our community like we feel like they will, everything will be fine. I too know Jody since he was a little feller, and he was certainly a unique individual. And I think there's some kind of thing going on to support Jody's family. Chief, if you can pass that on to us. I got an email or text from one of the firefighters, so if you can get more information, that I'm sure that the rest of us will be glad to participate. And then thirdly, this curfew thing has kind of got a life of its own, and I spoke with Claude Porter about it. I put something in the newspaper, had multiple conversations with Chief Elam, and we've all kind of decided that even though you could cite them, and there's a thing in the courts that says, you know, my child is, I can no longer control my child, basically. Isn't that right, counsel? So you could, go ahead.
That's
speak
called
to
a
it.
beyond control petition that a parent can file.
Thank you. And so you have an issue where we're a little bit short on police officers, and I had always said it's unenforceable, but it is enforceable, and if the police department is tasked to pick them all up, take them in, Chief Elam will do that. But there's no consequences to this event, and that's the sad thing about it. Either they are uncontrollable, or it's a misdemeanor and they throw it out, and then there comes into a constitutional issue. Or are we targeting just this group instead of everybody? So I don't know that lowering and I do love DeMarcus. He was here the last time we had a commission meeting, but it's a difficult issue, and I've always believed that the government has no place in co-parenting children. I mean, we can provide them resources and can help them through the tough times, but it becomes a parental issue, and I've tried to make that clear in comments and things in the newspaper and the television, but it's not that we're turned a blind eye to it. It's just that it's a problem that's pretty much very difficult to control. So I wanted to bring us up to date on that. Thank you. And I would like to give Adrian a shout out for Neighborhood Alliance. She's the staff member that manages that program. It's been in the system for a long time, 12, 15, 20 years, whatever it is. And she's really built that back up and got more and more people involved in it and doing a really nice job. So at this time, we'll have item 11, open public forum. We have one open person here, I believe. Members of the audience are invited to address the City Commission on any matter of public concern that was not on tonight's agenda. Comments are limited to the issues within the scope and responsibility of the Commission. Commission meetings are held to conduct city business for the benefit of Owensboro citizens and taxpayers at this time. Anyone who wishes to address the City Commission, please make their way to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and limit their remarks to 3 minutes, because Beth Davis has a little buzzer and she'll buzz you. You don't want to talk? You don't want to talk? I think we need to recognize Francine, because she's done a magnificent job with Friday After 5 and through this little issue of COVID and all the other things we've been going through. And I'd be glad for her to speak to the commission. Now pull that mic down so everybody can hear you.
I have lungs. I don't need a mic.
Go for it.
I'm Francine Marseille, Executive Director of Friday After 5, and now a membership of Leadership Owensboro. Very proud and honored to say. I'm Owens 1204 Parkview. Come visit me. My lawn needs cutting. I live here in Owensboro. I'm happy to be a part of Owensboro again. Thank you for all the recognition for Friday After 5. Boy, do I have a season planned for you this year. He's like, oh no. Huh? You, all of you, everybody in this room. We have lots of planning going on. I have other things that I'm really excited to be bringing to Owensboro. A movie premiere that's going to come in, a music video that's coming in to be shot with a talent. We're using only Owensboro talent, dancers, musicians, production, hopefully a screening for an award show in a few weeks. And I just want to say thank you again for all your support also. And a little education thing going on, huh, Mr. Caslin? We have some education to discuss with a documentary. But good times, and thank you again. And anything I can ever do for you, please feel free to call upon me.
Thank you, Francis. She's done a magnificent job with Friday After 5. I think I'm correct in saying we've never really had it's all been volunteer done, I think, since day one. Now we have a professional that has contacts out the wazoo, and it was of course, everybody was wanting to get out too. We'll see how you do next year when everybody's been out, but it was fantastic. And can you tell them about what's going to go on at the Yum around Christmas?
Yes, sir. We do have, I know we have holidays coming up, and we have the 12 days of Christmas. And Friday After 5 is proud to be a part of the 12 days of Christmas. And on Friday nights over at the Holiday Inn, I've partnered up with Claude over there in Lingate. We're going to have Christmas carolers and some musicians coming in. I have an entertainment company that's come in as a sponsor that's going to pay for all of it.
I'm liking hearing that, aren't you, boys? Good.
So I'm really excited. Yes, sir, I have a sponsor. Nothing will come out of any budget. And they're going to send a couple artists in to sing a few songs that are charting right now on Billboard. And I might even have, I don't know, Big Time Rush was, I don't know if anyone ever saw that on Nickelodeon with your kids.
Mark has.
There you go, see? Well, do you remember who Stephen Kramer Glickman was? He was the big guy. Oh, yeah. Well, Stephen's a very dear friend of mine, and he will be, hopefully, we're trying to find a time for him to come in as we surround him out of New York before he goes to, where is he going? Florida. And he's going to come in and sing some beautiful Christmas songs as well. So we're trying to put a little something in there and have some fun, and along with the ice skating ring and all the wonderful things that are going to be taking place in the city of Owensboro during the holidays. We're proud to have the 12 days of Christmas with some music happening as well. Anything else?
Yum. The Yum Center. My group.
I wanted to bring them. I swear they're going to be in Louisville.
You're fired.
I know. I tried. I just couldn't get them in. They're going to be in Louisville, so we can all go there and see them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tried.
I know you did. The Pentatonic's going to be in Louisville. One of Owensboro's own sings with them, and it may be the finest a cappella group that's really. If you ever want to get on that, is it YouTube? YouTube. Probably. And just Mary Did You Know is a song they sing that if it doesn't touch your heart, nothing will. They are so good. So, okay. Anybody else? No? Times doesn't have anything to say? You got an opportunity, no more Sunday paper. Okay. No further business. I'll make a motion to adjourn. Could I have a second, please?
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.